Here we go. So you've been talking our ear off on Floor Kids.
Yeah.
What's so cool about that?
I'm a really big old school hip hop fan. It's just something I grew up listening to, and like living in and around New York City is just something I connected with. And in the 80s and 90s, it was really easy to do that. And there was this guy I used to go see in New York City named Kid Koala. And Kid Koala is like this like tiny little guy who just goes out and DJs, and he's fantastic. He would make his own like cover art for his vinyl records and stuff like that. And he ended up working with Dan the Artimator and doing Deltron, which was like
Deltron
which
3030.
blew up.
Yeah.
He basically did all the music for a breakdancing video game that's on Switch now called Floor Kids. And they're called Floor Kids because they breakdance on the floor. And so you sort of move up the ranks in this breakdance crew, unlocking new characters in this sort of like free-form rhythm game that I saw another outlet describe as sort of like Tony Hawk-ish. It's way more Tony Hawk than it is like Guitar Hero. It's a really forgiving rhythm game where using different directions on the joysticks and on button presses and stuff like that, you can basically up rock, which is, you know, breakdancing standing up, or you can do floor moves like spins and stuff like that. You can freeze, you can stop on your head, and all this cool stuff happens. And the music is just fantastic. And you sort of tap the buttons along to the beat. But like I said, it's really forgiving. Like you don't screw up. It's not like Guitar Hero where like you miss a note and you'll never catch up again.
Or like Parappa where you like step on the gas.
Yep. Yeah. And you feel like you really mess things up. This game is just really wonderful. It's really fun. The hand-drawn animation is really great. And the price of this game is $19.90, which is both a great breakdancing move and a great year for hip hop. Right, so nice. Yeah, check this out. Watch some videos for it and go check it out on the eShop because it's totally secret. I don't think a lot of people really know about this.
Fun.
It's really, really fun. So
they have battle modes.
I haven't played multiplayer yet, but I assume there is. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in there, and all the characters you unlock are really great. They're all very sketchy.
Is that your top recommendation this week? Like a new game?
Yeah, this one came out about 2 weeks ago, I'd say, but I think it's my favorite.
Some of them better recent games.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I played Gorogoa, the new puzzle game from Annapurna, and I really dig that one. It seems to be a very short game. I haven't finished it yet, but
Andrew Golfarb, friend of the show, was saying that one of our guys beat it in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, but probably knowing what they're doing. So it's a really interesting puzzle game where you have 4 panels, like a comic book panel set up, and you have an image in the top left panel, and then when you move into the other panels, you sometimes kind of like take a part of that image with you, like a frame, and the combinations of these images together make stuff happen.
Right.
So like, for example, there's a moth that follows a light, and so you have a light that's not lit, but you have a sun in the other picture, and like, can you combine the 2 panels to create a light that's lit up for the moth to fly up there?
Right.
It's a really cool mind-bending puzzle game, and it's beautifully designed. Thank you for watching that tiny little snippet of our discussion of our favorite new Nintendo Switch indie games. There's plenty more where that came from. If you want to watch an hour of Nintendo talk, including all our favorite games, go check it out at youtube.com/Nintendo Voice Chat.